Hey everybody, welcome back to Payne-ted Plastic. Brandon here with an all-new build series. And for this one, I kind of wanted to get back to Gundam, do another Gundam. So that's what we're going to do. And for this one, we're going to do the Master Grade Zaku II. This is a really nice kit. It's 1/100 scale, so it's not, not huge, but still a lot of fun. Really good detail. One of the things that I really like about the Bandai kits are the box art. I mean, these are beautiful hand painted, illustrations that are just phenomenal. They kind of remind me of like the old Masters of the Universe box art. Those were all painted box art as well, and it just really has that kind of feel to it. It's not just a computer generated image or what have you. Really, really striking box art. I really like it a lot. But let's get into this thing. I have already snapped the kit up, right? Just save you guys the agony of watching me de-nub all the parts. And again, a really, really sharp kit. I mean, the articulation is great, double jointed knees and elbows. Lots and lots of really good engineering. In fact, the engineering is so good. The fingers on this thing, right, are all articulated, right? How awesome is that, right? A kit this small to have articulated fingers. I think that's phenomenal. But anyway, I did leave a few of the parts out to share with you guys on camera. Basically, just because of the engineering of them. These hoses, right? There should be some on the other side. I left those off because I wanted to share those with you guys. But yeah, really, really beautiful kit. And again, just super well engineered. There's all kinds of hinges on the shield, so it can be moved in front of the mobile suit, right? Just really, really neat engineering. But yeah, like I said, I did reserve a few parts that I wanted to show you. So let me grab those and we'll go over, those bits that I just thought were cool. So give me just a second. All right, everybody. Here's the hoses I was talking about. I just think these are incredible. I don't know how in the world Bandai molds this stuff. If anybody knows, please let me know, because this is just fascinating. What you've got is a very, very rubbery kind of plastic, right? That actually makes the inner hose, and then molded. What I can assume is on top of that is this very rigid, hard plastic, right? And it's molded as a single unit. I, I don't know how they do it. It's fantastic, but I just wanted to show you really quickly how these hoses work. Just because I think it's really cool. So you snip off the entire unit, right? Just like that. And then go through and snip each one of these off, right? And there are some nubs. I'll clean those up later. But right, so you snip all that off, and then you simply push these down. They're not attached, right? You just slide them into place, right? Just like that. And I just think that is phenomenal. Like I said, the amount of engineering is just incredible. Let me slide the rest of these. Oh, some of them are a little bit stuck. Kind of hard on the fingernails too. But you just slide all these down, right? Just like that. And they form that hose. Isn't that fantastic? I just think that's incredible. How in the world do they mold that? Right? And then you snap this off, and that's your plug, right? Just like that, you've got a hose, right? That will fit in underneath. I mean, I'll have to take all this apart to get it in there, but that'll fit in there. This snaps in the back of the head. Isn't that just fantastic? I think that's so cool. I don't know, maybe it's just me. If you think that's cool, tell me. Yeah, so that's the head hose, and this one goes around the torso, but it's the same thing, you know, same same basic idea. You snip that off, and same thing again. You just cut all these off of the sprue, slide them all down, and that's your hose. I just think that's phenomenal. But anyway, I thought you guys might think that was cool too. The only other parts that I haven't built yet are the weapons. I thought for anybody who might be interested in you know the cleaning process, I would do some of the weapons on camera. That way you could see, you know, the kind of the techniques for cleaning the parts. So that's what we're going to do now. Give me just a second to move all this stuff out of the way, and we'll build at least one of the weapons so you can see how all that goes. Okay, weapons. Got the instruction book here with that same beautiful artwork. I just love that artwork. But anyway, the instruction book, of course, is all in Japanese, like most Bandai kits. But yeah, so in the center pages here, they've got some really nice full color artwork. They give you paint codes, you know, if you want to make it look like this, right? We're not going to do that, but yeah, paint codes, you know, layouts of the kit, different accessories and weapon variants. They give you some options with the weapons, but yeah, so let's flip right to the weapons page. And like I said, they give you some options for what you want to do. I figured we'd build the bazooka. He's got a rifle. He's got the Heat Hawk. That's his axe. That actually doesn't really need any building. It's just right. It's all molded as one. So, but then he's got the bazooka, and there are some options with the bazooka. Let's see if I can show you this. You can build the standard Zaku bazooka, or you can build the giant bazooka. And yeah, we're gonna build the giant. Might as well, right? So there'll be a few changes along the way to the actual construction, but just, you know, they illustrate this stuff so well. It's not confusing at all. You don't have to speak Japanese. I don't speak Japanese. Yeah. So one note. The lenses and things will not get installed yet. Like I said, I hold those till the end, so we won't be doing this step, but we'll do everything else, right? So, all right, we're gonna need. Also, something else that's really neat is at the beginning of each section, they show you what sprues you need for the construction of these pieces, so you can have those laid out to the side. I have them here. So, yep. Let's see. Let's get started. So we're going to build the bazooka base. Now, the base is going to be the same for either one, right? This is going to be the same. So we're going to do all these steps first. Do I have... I don't have... I don't have anything. I don't have any sanding sticks. I don't have a... 1 second. Sorry, guys. All right, let's try this again. Got some sanding sticks, got a blade, right? And I got nippers. So back at it. So we need sprue J. For anybody that doesn't know these markings here, the letter is the sprue, right? the J sprue. I don't even know if you can see that. And then the circle with the number is the part number. So we need J2. And that is somewhere right here. So we'll cut that part off. And now anytime you cut a part off the sprue, you'll see, I don't even know if that's going to show up, but you'll get a tiny little nub of plastic left, right? So take your blade and we're just going to trim that off just gently. You know, you're not trying to dig into the plastic. You're not trying to, you know, to cut the piece itself, just the little nub. And you trim those right off. All right, so once the nub is gone, I grab a sanding stick and just kind of hit that area just to knock off any extra that might be there. Now, if you are not painting your kit, which, you know, a lot of people don't. A lot of people want to build it right out of the box, you know, slap the stickers on it and call it good, and that's fine. Bandai does a great job, but if you're not painting, you really want to, here, I'll just give you an example on this side piece here. You know, when you sand, right, I don't know if you can even make it out on camera, but there's a difference in sheen, right? It dulls that down. Well, the way you get around that is to step down to a finer grit, and you can polish those scrapes right out of the plastic, right? Take it right back to kind of box fresh shine. And you really want to do that if, like I said, if you're not painting. If you're painting your kit, that makes it even easier because you can kind of sand it down, and you know, you don't want deep scratches, but you know, if you have little scratches kind of like that, that's no big deal because your primer is going to cover it, right? So it's a little more forgiving if you're planning on painting, which I always paint. I think that's half the fun. I hate building these kits. Let me rephrase that. I hate the snapping of the kit, the de-nubbing of the parts. All that stuff is boring. What I love is the painting and the customizing and the kind of making it your own, right? That's what I really dig. Now we need J10, which is... Oh, maybe if I hold it right side up. Which is here. One thing I will say for... Maybe I'll do it on camera too. One thing I will say for Bandai is they put their gates in usually in really, really nice places, so it's going to be hidden when it's all snapped together. Not always. Like for instance, this one is right on the bottom of the handle guard, right? So that one you're going to see, obviously. But usually they put their gates in really, really inconspicuous places, and it's really, really nice because then you can kind of fudge a little bit. Like these, when it's all snapped together, you're never going to see these tips. So, you know, I'll still clean them up, but I won't be maybe as meticulous getting it to just completely disappear, right? I mean, I want it gone, but yeah, you get the point. There we go. That should be fine. All right, and according to the instructions, you'll notice, I don't know if you can even make this out, but you'll notice these little tick marks, right? They note a particular position, so if there's a feature on the piece, you know, it's supposed to go a certain way. So be on the lookout for those. And that seems to go just like that. All right, now we need J1, which is right up here in the corner. One thing when you're cutting your parts, sprue cutters have a flat side and they have a beveled side. You always want that flat edge up against the part. That's going to cut it as cleanly as possible. and give you a nice clean cut. Just for anybody who doesn't know that. And these nubs are enormous. I can't believe how big these gates were. But that's alright. We'll shave them off, sand them down, and you'll never know they were there. And where does this one go? Alright. Just like that. Right. Oh, wait a minute. We missed a part. Hang on. I skipped a part. I need J14. Tiny little thing. Look at that. Be careful with the little ones, guys. It's really easy to cut yourself. Alright, how does this thing go in here then? Let's see. How does that go in there? What holds it in place? Oh, I see. It just slides in. Isn't that neat? Just like that. Cool. Alright, so that's one piece done. Now we need J3 and A7, but like I said, we're going to leave the lens off. So we will get J3, which is right here. Alright. There we go. J9 is this tiny little thing here. Oh, this is the beauty of the master grades, is they just add so much detail. Oh, and my neighbors decided to start cutting grass. Apologies for the lawnmower in the background, y'all. Okay, I see. Looks like that snaps in. Just like that. Look at that. It's like a scope cover. That's why I love these master grades. You don't get this kind of detail on some of the smaller grades. Look at that. Isn't that cool? I think that's cool. And looks like this is gonna fit right here. So now that'll be an articulated scope. Very cool. Very cool. And there we have a giant bazooka, all ready to go. Ready for some paint. Give me just a second to clear all this stuff out, and we'll discuss some of the mods. Be right back. Alright everybody, here we go. Got the kit all finished up, got the other hoses in place, got the V-fin on, or well, I guess it's just a horn, but got that all in place. So the kit is fully assembled now, save the clear parts, of course. And got the weapons all done. There's the bazooka that we did, the rifle, right, and the heat hawk. We're gonna have some fun with those weapons. I think we'll do a video just on weapons, just because they're gonna be fun to customize and play with. So, yep. In terms of what's next, we'll probably start doing some customizing of the kit itself, doing some greeblies and things like that. I know one thing for a fact I want to do is something with these spikes, right? I think I'll keep maybe one and do away with the other two, but I'm kind of thinking I want to take those off and maybe put one on the shield, maybe down here or something. I don't know. We'll figure all that out. But yeah, next up we'll do some greeblies all over this guy and kind of make him our own, right? Yeah, so that's gonna do it for this episode. We got everything all ready to go. Like I said, up next will be some greebly fun and some customizing fun. So stay tuned for episode 2. As always, thanks for hanging out with me. Hope to see you on the next one. Bye bye.